no place like home.
Exante here with US Classic Muscle Cars. We have Pablo and Lisa Cruz, and we have behind us the Minion Mobile. Can you tell me a little bit about this awesome car?
It's a 2005 Saturn Ion Redline. It's a 2.0 supercharged. It has a 300 horsepower engine and 150 horsepower shocks. So it's about 450 horsepower.
Wow, that's a really fast car.
Yes, it is.
So, what made you make it a Minion car?
Well, we were in our car show, and for some reason, a small child said, "Oh, look, a Minion car." And we just happened to be playing a Minion movie, and at that point, it developed into the Minion car.
All right. So, what can you tell me about the origins of this car?
The origins of the car was done 12 years ago by 5 guys. It was built in SCAPUSA.com at Sound Choice and Audio. It was designed by Mark Abate, and it was built by Carlos Jimenez, who was the actual fabricator. But it was done for the SEMA show 12 years ago, specifically for the SEMA show, and it was built in 45 days.
It was built in 45 days?
45 days.
So was it built in 45 days 12 years ago?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, right. Right on.
And it was started originally as a black car, and they had to tear it down completely and then paint it to the color you see today.
Okay. Well, I heard that this was a design. Obviously, all cars start out as a design, but it was a sketch.
It was a sketch.
The sketch kind of won people over, and
well, the original designer, Mark Abate, put the proposal into GM, told him what he wanted to do. They agreed with it. They sold him the car. At that point, he started working on it, fabricating with Carlos Jimenez and 3 other gentlemen. So 5 gentlemen in 45 days actually put this whole creation together.
Wow, 45 days. Probably no sleep, lots of Red Bull, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
It was a 24-hour operation, 7 days a week for 45 days.
I can't imagine not having that kind of life, or having that kind of life. That's a lot. So, what can you tell me about these doors? I've seen where one side opens, but not where both sides opens, and
yeah, the front is a Lambo kit. The hinge on it is from an F-150 pickup truck, and the reason being it has to be strong. If you get the body kit or you get the kit for that vehicle, it always becomes out very flimsy, and it's not very stable on high winds when you're at an outdoor show and it gets windy. Okay. It'll cause most people to have to close their doors. We're one of the few cars that keep our doors open because of the structure and the way it's designed and engineered. The back doors is a gold wing. It's integrated into the roll cage. The roll cage for the vehicle was actually fabricated at the same shop.
Oh, okay.
It's not a store-bought. There's no store-bought equipment on this thing other than the stereo, the tires, and the rims. Everything else is hand fabricated down to the body structure on this vehicle. It's carbon fiber, fiberglass, and resin.
Wow, that's. So let's walk over here. I see that there's a lot of TVs on this vehicle, and tell me a little bit about this massive sound system back here.
Okay, the massive sound system is the 6.5-inch speakers as you can see with the tarantulas on them. The tarantulas are from Soundstream, but the critical mass is the actual speaker. The center subwoofer is made by Kicker. It's a 10,000 watt, 5,000 RMS at 2 ohms. I have 2 2500 critical mass amps going into it on each coil. They're perfectly tuned and engineered. I have all the frequencies from 81 hertz to 119 hertz have been deleted from the sound spectrum, so it gives you a crystal clear sound. Right now, when we were playing it earlier, it was at 2 watts. It gives us a 12-foot radius around the car. It travels perfectly, so what you hear next to the car is what you actually would hear 12 feet away. The louder my volume goes, the larger the radius becomes. It doesn't necessarily have to be a very loud car. It can confuse people when they walk by because they have no idea where the sound's coming from until they come to the car. It's that type of crystal clear quality it has in it. It has 2 4-channel critical mass amps operating all 8 6.5s. I got Bowers and Winkler speakers in the front for headlights. Those are also engineered and designed to give you perfect quality sound. Everything has been calculated through laptops, SMD, D-More Engineering. So that's where you get your clarity from. It's very, very tuned in.
Wow. So this is definitely a party car.
Yes, it is.
You take this one to the beach in your tailgate or whatever, and the whole place comes to you.
It's a rolling home theater.
Yes.
Wow. So, what made you guys put a TV in the back?
We have a TV in the back. We have a TV in the hood, which most cars don't even have at all.
Yeah.
The only reason we have 10 TVs in all. When we drive, 8 of them shut off, and then I have 2 TVs for my side view mirrors because I don't have mirrors. I have 1080p high resolution infrared cameras. So those are my regular mirrors. So I can adjust them just like you would with your car mirrors, except I'm moving cameras. I have 180-degree periphery, so it gives me clear vision day or night.
Wow.
As far as the TVs, we put them because we play rock and roll, classic rock for the adults, and then for the children, we put the cartoons on. So what better way to attract the adults to the car than to have the children come to the
Right.
with the cartoons, and now the parents have to come. And then we also give the children stickers, and we allow them to sit in their car. It's the only national championship car we're ever going to be able to have the opportunity to sit in. So most championship cars, you're not allowed to even go past the ropes, let alone touch the car.
Right, I've noticed that.
We actually let the public interact with us, interact with the car. We have a beautiful car, so we kind of like to share it with everyone else.
It's absolutely stunning, and it's amazing that you guys are allowing everybody to come sit in your car.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Yes.
Well, people can experience it. Instead of just looking at it, they can actually feel it, experience it, and have a little fun with it.
And remember it forever,
Yes.
too. I don't think I'll ever forget a car like this. I know I walked right up, I was like, I gotta get a picture of this one.
Yeah, 12 years ago when the car was actually developed by a lot of the sponsors like Stinger, Kicker, iForge, Sparkle, all these designers and all these companies came together to help this creation actually be done. So that's what made the car so fabulous. So they were able to share this type of sponsorship with us, so we're able to share with everyone else.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much, you
You're
guys.
welcome.
Thank you. I don't know where he is.
Oh, did I?
You're good. That's
I touched
absolutely
the button.
fine. No, you're good. So long as that blue light's on.
Okay.
So let's take a spin.
Oh,
Now,
right.
shall we?
Sure.
All right. Gotta have your steering wheel. All right. It's clicked in. So what made you want to be able to take off the steering wheel?
Well, the original steering wheel was not removable, and I wanted to redevelop and upgrade it because the old steering wheel was approximately around 10 years old. So I wanted to do an upgraded steering wheel. So we got the Jet Fighter steering wheel. I was able to engineer a new plate for the backing. I also re-engineered these were on the original design, but I wanted to make new ones. So I redesigned the new ones, replicated them, and then added these features on here. This right here is a 140 decibel train horn. So I don't have a regular train horn. I also engineered and calculated the measurements so I can get a Movado clock in the center of my steering wheel. Let me show you something else. If I take the steering wheel off, on most race cars you have an extension cord that has all your electronics. All my electronics actually go through the center, down the thing, and into contacts. So all my functions do work on this vehicle. Also the gauges, as you see the gauges, they're all facing the driver. Even the ones here on the driver's side face the driver, and as you go towards the passenger side, they all face the driver. You'll notice that there's 2 TVs that are on and 2 TVs that are off. The ones on the corners are for my side view mirrors, or 1080p high resolution infrared cameras. So at nighttime I see black and white, in daytime I see in high def color.
Wow. So you think that's going to be the new future of rear view mirrors?
Well, the concept was to have General Motors, as this was a concept car back in 2005. They did integrate it into the systems as what you now call your backup cameras.
Oh, okay.
So
well, that makes sense.
So we use them as our side view mirrors, but ours don't have lines like the modern day backup cameras do.
Right, yeah.
Everything else we have in the interior, we have the minions in the middle, everything's integrated. The only thing you see original on this is going to be the AC control.
Oh,
That's the only thing we haven't developed or come up with anything for yet.
That does look fairly...
But we also have for emergencies, we have the fire extinguisher into the roll cage.
It matches conveniently.
Yes, along with the headliners, and it also matches the ropes that we have for our display here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. very much detail went into this vehicle.
Yes.
So it took 45 days. That's interior, exterior, the whole
Everything.
9 yards.
Yeah, it's a total. The original build was 3,000 hours. My wife and I, since we purchased the vehicle 4 years ago, we put an additional 800 hours into the car. So it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. We've painted this sill plate multiple times. So we went, if you can touch it, you can see it's no longer paint. It's now, it's like a leathery substance on it. So now we just, instead of repaint it, we just wipe it down and it's clean again. So
perfect.
It's a trial and error type of situation.
Yeah. What made you buy this vehicle? Besides, I mean, was it the doors?
Well, the car was in the gentleman's shop and I was having some work done on my vehicle and I was wondering what was going on with the vehicle and I kind of became interested in it. And at that point, I made an offer, he accepted it, and my wife and I now are the proud owners of this legendary car.
So you go get your groceries in this, right?
No. My wife may go, but no.
I would. Cause a scene, why not?
And we actually do drive the vehicle in the summertime. It's been caught in a couple of thunderstorms because the weather was unpredictable. Even though I have exterior TVs, they never got wet because they're triple sealed. So I don't have to worry about them getting damaged. They've all been on here for 11 years, going on 12. So they're very dependable Fahrenheit monitors.
Nice. Wonderful. This is an amazing car.
Oh, thank you.
You should definitely be very, very proud of this.
Yes.
How many auto shows have you taken it to?
How many auto shows? We've had 12, 15?
Yes.
Yeah. And
So you are very proud.
Yeah, that's in the professional level.
Okay.
Yeah, in the regular level, like weekends or weekend shows, we've probably done in excess of 50 to 60 shows.
Wow.
So professionally, 12 to 15 in a professional line.
That is so cool.
And again, we're the only professional show car that you're allowed to cross the line and sit in the actual vehicle.
And I appreciate this right now.
Yes.
Because how many times you get to sit in a car this cool, right?
Oh, yes.
I mean, you get to all the time, but I don't. Thank you so very much for the interview and your
You're
time.
welcome. All right, thank you.
Live from US Classic Muscle Cars.